Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on personality traits for organizational behavior. The 9 important traits for organizational behavior are: first, authoritarianism; second, locus of control; third, Machiavellianism; fourth, introversion and extroversion; fifth, self-esteem; sixth, achievement orientation; seventh, risk-taking; eighth, self-monitoring; and 9, Type A and Type B personalities. Now let's look at each one of them briefly. First, authoritarianism. It refers to a demand for strict obedience of authority and rules. Some of the key features are conventional and dominating, prefer that work be done according to rules, believe in fate, believe in the existence of 2 types of people in the world, that is strong and weak, and fifth, prefer stable and structured work environments. Moving on to the second personality, locus of control. This means an individual's belief that events are either in one's control, that is the internal locus of control, or are governed by factors beyond one's control, that is the external locus of control. Let's look at the internal part. People of this type believe they can control events or outcomes. Some of the key characteristics are: have control over self-behavior, actively seek additional information for decision making and have low absenteeism rates, third, prefer participative management, and fourth, hold jobs of higher status and advance rapidly in their careers. Moving on to the external part, where people believe that events or outcomes control them. Some of the key characteristics of external locus of control are: less satisfied with their jobs, have higher absenteeism rates, and are alienated from the work setting to a greater extent. Second, prefer directive management. Third, greater interest in job security over career advancement. And fourth, lean more toward extrinsic rewards, destiny, chance, or other people. Moving on to the third, Machiavellianism, also known as MACH. This trait is named after Niccolo Machiavelli, who wrote this in the 16th century about gaining and using power. Some of the key characteristics of high Mach people are: first, pragmatic, keep emotional distance and hold that ends can justify means. Second, manipulative and do not hesitate to exploit others to serve self-goals. Third, flourish when communicating in person rather than indirectly. Fourth, successful when a scenario has minimum rules and regulations. And fifth, high on self-confidence and high on self-esteem. Moving on to the fourth personality trait, introversion and extroversion. Characteristics of introverts: they are reserved, quiet and timid, low on energy and activity levels, lack social involvement, and fourth, need more time by themselves to recharge. Moving on to the characteristics of extroverts, they are high on energy, enjoy being in the spotlight, assertive and sociable, and fourth, action-oriented individuals who like to explore new opportunities. Moving on to the fifth personality trait of self-esteem. It refers to the feeling of like or dislike of oneself. Self-esteem is the level of respect individuals have for themselves. Some of the key characteristics of high self-esteem people are: they believe they can succeed at work and have greater levels of job satisfaction. They take higher risk in job selection, more likely to choose unconventional jobs. And finally, they are friendly, affectionate, cultivate interpersonal relationships easily, and look for good in others. They are first, susceptible to external influences. Second, concerned with pleasing others when in managerial positions. And third, critical of other people, generally depressed, and blame external factors or other people for their own failures. Moving on to the sixth personality trait, that is achievement orientation. Achievement orientation deals with getting results. Characteristics of high achievement oriented people: first, they set high standards and devise new methods to enhance performance. Second, attempt to alleviate difficulties and take calculated risk. And third, never fully satisfied and constantly seek novel ways of doing things. Moving on to the characteristics of people with low achievement orientation. First, they prefer to work in their comfort zone. Second, they are unable to complete work on time. And third, depend on other people for setting targets and standards. Moving on to the seventh personality trait, risk-taking. It refers to an individual's risk-taking appetite for achieving positive outcomes. Managers with high risk-taking capacity are quick on their feet and use less information in decision-making, whereas managers with low risk-taking capacity are slow on their feet and need greater amount of information to make a decision. Few jobs demand person with high risk appetite. For example, brokers in a brokerage firm are required to make rapid decisions to be effective. In contrast, in other jobs, risk-taking could prove to be a major obstacle. For example, accountants and auditing functions. Moving on to the eighth personality trait of self-monitoring. This personality trait is a measure of a person's ability to adapt his or her behavior in the light of external situational factors. Characteristic of high self monitors are: first, they show considerable adaptability, that is, they behave differently in different situations. Second, they are concerned about others' perception of them and modulate self behavior based on situation. And third, they show greater career mobility and receive better promotion. Moving on to the characteristics of low self monitors. First, less concerned about people's perception of them. Second, tend to expose their true dispositions and attitude. And third, cannot adapt their behavior to various situations. And moving on to the final personality trait, that is type A and type B personalities. Let's start with type A. Key characteristics of type A personality are: first, they're always moving, walking, and eating rapidly. Second, excessively time conscious. Third, are impatient about the rate at which most events occur. Fourth, strive to take on multiple tasks and cannot cope with leisure. Fifth, obsessed with numbers, measure success in terms of objects acquired. And sixth, are better on tasks requiring speed and hard work. Great salespersons are usually type A personalities. Moving on to type B, key characteristics are: first, do not exhibit a sense of urgency. Feel no compulsion to display or discuss achievements or accomplishments unless warranted by a situation. Play for leisure. Can relax without guilt. Do not strive to handle more things simultaneously. Perform better on complex tasks involving judgment and accuracy. Senior executives in firms are generally type B personalities. Thank you.